Hey guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode. This is the final episode of season 5 and it's going to be huge. Not because we play Empoli, because that is not important anymore. We won the Serie A title in the previous episode, but we've got the Champions League final against Schalke coming up as well, and that is going to be massive. We've won the league so far, we got knocked out in the cup. The Champions League is all that is left, so hopefully we'll do well and win that cup again in this career mode. We've won it a few times already, so hopefully we can do that. And after that, I will do a squad report, go through the stats of the players, talk about them, and see how other leagues did this year, who won the Premier League and all that. But first, we have to get this game out of the way, the game against Empoli. I'm going to sim it. There is no importance or relevance to this game whatsoever. We draw 1-1. I don't really care, to be frankly honest with you. Just before we head into the Schalke game, I just want to show you that Milan has been named best player of this season in the Serie A, and I have to agree with that. I mean, he's been absolutely exceptional. 21 goals in the Serie A, he scored a lot of goals in the Champions League as well, so very happy with that. Somehow he doesn't make the team of the season in the Serie A, which is a bit weird, but Sirigu is in there as the only AC Milan player. That is controversial, seeing that we won the league. Alright then, it's about to be time for the Champions League final, but I just want to remember you guys that if you're getting bored of this career mode, or after this episode you don't want to see it anymore, there's still a different career mode going on my channel with a youth squad. Very interesting to take a look at, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well if you're tired of this one. If not, I'll keep going until FIFA 16 comes out. Well, this is going to be the lineup for the Schalke game, and I had to think long and hard about this lineup because everyone is fit and everyone has recovered. Hateboer was amazing before his injury, but he won't be playing. Lacazette will be sitting on the bench just because I can't bench any of these three up front. They've all been exceptionally well lately, and they did extremely good things for us in the league, so why not reward them with a Champions League final? Lacazette, unfortunately, will have to sit on the bench. He might come on in the second half. Well, he will most likely come on because he's still a good player, but the fact that I have to bench him is absolutely insane. It's time to go to the Amsterdam Arena and play the game.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Champions Cup final. Today it's FC Schalke against AC Milan.
And there you can see the tables, the teams that we knocked out and the teams that Schalke knocked out. They knocked out Juve, Paris Saint-Germain and Man City, so they're definitely no pushovers. We played them in the group stages, I think. Kevin Prince Boateng once again had a very controversial role. Can he stay on the pitch for the full 90 minutes this time as well? I think he can, because, you know, nobody wants to fuck up in these kind of games. This is the FC Schalke lineup, a very strong and balanced lineup. They've got a good goalkeeper, a good striker, and everything in between as well. Farfan, Meyer and Choupo-Moting, very strong midfield, attacking midfield, and Boateng in defensive midfield as well. I mean, it's a strong side, but I do truly believe our side is stronger, and my controller disconnects in the most inconvenient of times again. And here you can take a final look at my lineup. Should I have done things differently for this final? Should I have played Lacazette? Let me know in the comments down below, but I think this is the right choice. Of course, I don't have to remind you of the Champions League final we played last season. That was without a doubt the most shocking and best game of career mode you would have ever seen. If you haven't seen that, I do recommend you to pause the video right now and watch that Champions League final back, because it was insane. As we go on an attack with Niang, and it's 1-0 to AC Milan. As I was talking, we get the chance, we score. First opportunity of the game falls to Niang, and he's never missing that, even on his left foot. Good finish. El Shaarawy using that pace. Joel Matip goes in for the sliding challenge. Bad idea. Stefan El Shaarawy. He can spot Jigla at the back post. Jigla for 2-0. There it is. AC Milan make it 2-0 after 10 minutes into the game. Beautiful cross from Stefan El Shaarawy. And a bullet header into the back of the net. AC Milan look to be walking this final and taking home that Champions League yet again. Oh no, it's well played. Maximilian Meyer into Kevin Prince Boateng, into Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Back to Boateng. First chance for Schalke. And Boateng scuffs it. That's a ball. Choupo-Moting. Choupo-Moting still gets it. And that has to be a goal for Schalke. They brought it back. It's 2-1. Some poor defending, to be fair. Just one over-the-top through ball, and my defence was in an absolute shambles. And of course, it's Klaas-Jan Huntelaar who makes it 2-1. Let's take another look at that goal, because I felt like he had too much space there. Ricardo Rodriguez tries to block it. And Laporte on the line could have done a little bit better as well, in my opinion. I think it's Laporte. Yeah, it is. He does his best, but it's a great finish. They're back in the game. Niang Looking for Gigla. Great pass. David Gigla has to take a good touch. He has done. Back into Paul Pogba. What can Pogba do? He's turning back. He's getting fouled from behind. That is a penalty, the 42nd minute. A horrible, horrible defensive action from Marco Höger, I think that is. He's getting booked. And that is the perfect opportunity to make it 3-1. I'm going to let Niang step up. I know Pogba won the penalty, and he's not a bad penalty taker at all. But this is the final for Mbaye and Niang. I'm going to go top right, other than my usual top left. And Farman has been beaten. He doesn't even move. Niang makes it 3-1. It looks like we're going into half-time with a 2-goal lead, and that is good. And that's it. That's half-time, leading 3-1. They got us a little bit scared with that goal they got back. They do boss the possession, but we've had the chances. But basically every chance almost has been a goal. That's the kind of game it is. Do I make changes? I don't think I should make changes. It's working well. I'm afraid Lacazette will have to sit on the bench for a little bit longer. Oh, well done by Nicholas Nkulu. He can spot David Gigla in a lot of space. Gigla against Kolasinac. He's got the pace to get away from him. Gigla! David Gigla! Good save by Farman. It's a good ball, Jefferson Farfan. He's going to take it down. Rodriguez just leaves his man wide open. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar trying to win the header. Meyer is still on it. And another cross off the bar. Unbelievable chance here for Schalke. And now Niang is going to counter-attack them with his pure pace. It should have been 3-2. But instead we're going on to the other end to hopefully score. And by Niang. Come on. There we go. He makes his hat-trick. That should be it. That should be game over for Schalke. They should have scored. They hit the bar. We hit them on the break. And that is 4-1. Surely there's no way they can come back into this. Well done by Laporte. He can find El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy's running straight through them. Joel Matip is not having the best of games defensively. El Shaarawy. Gigla is at the back post once again. David Gigla on the header. Oh, that could have been a brilliant goal. Well done by Paul Pogba. Into Griezmann. Griezmann into Niang. Easy, easy goal for Mbaye Niang. He's not missing from there. Or he is. Look at that pace. Look at that pace from David Gigla. Höger is not even getting near him. And Gigla's going to pull it back into Pogba. Pogba into Griezmann. Has to be a goal. Farman again with the save. But we're still going. Gigla can spot. Griezmann into Stefan El Shaarawy. Are you still attacking right here with AC Milan? That's positive. We're 4-1 up. And we got an injury. Brilliant. Laporte. Oh, Laporte. Well done. Into Niang. Niang taking it past them. Niang. Farman again. Griezmann this time. And there it is. 5-1, 90th minute. This is just a formality. But we do make it 5-1. And let's face it. Schalke, we were always going to beat them. We've played them so many times before in the group stages that I knew we were better. I just didn't want to say it before the game because of, you know, karma and all that. And that's it. That's the end of the Champions League final. There wasn't any different outcome. There wasn't any different script written for this one. It had AC Milan written all over it. Schalke were no match in the Champions League final for the Rossoneri. And they win 5-1. Another Champions League 1 in this career mode. I have to say, so far, FIFA 15 career mode has been pretty successful for us and for me in particular. Because I still enjoy playing this. But if after this final you think that it has become a bit too easy, don't worry. When I do this career mode in FIFA 16, it will be a bit more challenging because I've got something in mind that is going to be hopefully revolutionary for the career mode fans. If not, if you can't wait for FIFA 16, there is always the Oxford United career mode, or if you still enjoy this one, we're going to head into Season 6 pretty soon. But for now, enjoy the cinematics, enjoy that Champions League trophy that AC Milan should win, both in the game and in real life, hopefully soon enough. In the next 5 years, I want us to win it again, but that is probably a bit optimistic. There we go, Nicholas Nkulu lifts the trophy. The season has been a success. It's not the treble, but it's still pretty decent. We absolutely dominated Schalke, 12 shots on target compared to their 1. I don't care about the possession too much when you get that many shots in, so definitely deserve to win that Champions League as well. I mean, I'm happy. The season has been a success yet again. Alright, and we're heading towards the end of the season. Luca Rinaldo's contract is going to expire. I'm not going to renew that contract because just look at his physical stats. Yes, his overall is alright, but other than that, it's pretty average. So his contract is going to run out and someone can pick him up for free. Alright then, we're going to end towards the end of the season. A lot of messages to read through. Of course, all these players coming back from loan. Maxime Dreyer, one of them. Daymek, Mats Muller-Ansel. A lot of youth players, most likely. Other than that, there's no one really special that is coming back to us. So I've won the Manager of the Season award. Let's face it, there was no one else in the Serie A who was going to win that. If you win the league and the Champions League, it's well deserved. And of course, the Milan board are going to review my performances. But before we end the season, let's take a look at all the other results in the different competitions around the world. Well, apparently I can't access the other leagues anymore, which is a bit of a fail on my part, but I can show you the Europa League final, and that was the El Clasico, Barcelona against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid won it. To be fair, they were the best two teams in the Europa League, there's no denying that, and Real Madrid win it in the end. Well then, there's nothing else to do rather than end the season. We've got Belgium as well coming up. I might play a few of those games, but other than that, it's time to end the season now. The board, of course, think we had a super season, of course. Happy with the Champions League as well. The Domestic Cup has been a bit disappointing, but it's not too big of an issue. And there we are, the 30th of June. Very exciting. We might actually still take a look at the standings in the Premier League and Bundesliga and all that. If we just go to season and we go to other leagues, we should be able to find it. And here we go in England. Manchester City became champions, only 1 point ahead of Arsenal. Very unlucky for the Gunners right there. Manchester United coming third. Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs. It seems like a pretty balanced season. All the top teams are in the top 6, and Newcastle ending 7th as well. In France, we got PSG, of course, dominating that league. And Monaco only coming 5th, and Lyon and Marseille 6th and 7th. That's not too good. Other than that, we have Germany. Dortmund have finally done it. They've broken through the Bayern dominance and they became champions of the Bundesliga. Good news for them. Schalke only coming 3rd, but they have to play the Champions League final. In the Netherlands, we've got Ajax who won it, Feyenoord 2nd, PSV 3rd. In Portugal, it's Sporting that beat Porto to it, so once again a bit of controversy right there because I'd expect Porto to win it. And in Russia, Zenit only coming 3rd in the league. That has to be disappointing for them. And there was, of course, no one who's going to take away that Scottish League title from Celtic. Real Madrid did not only win the Europa League final against Barcelona, they became the BBVA champions ahead of Barcelona with 3 points. Atletico Madrid coming 3rd, Valencia 4th. Good season for Real, disappointing for Barcelona. And the final one, Turkey, Besiktas won it ahead of Galatasaray. Could have been either one of them, but it's Besiktas who gets it in the end. And we, of course, came first, 2 points ahead of Napoli. So they did win their last game, so it could have been nasty still, but it doesn't matter. We are champions. It's time to head into the next season and hopefully do some magic again with the Rossoneri. They want us to win the Champions League again, the 3rd time in a row. Is that possible? I'm not sure. They want us to win the Cup as well, which we failed last season. It's going to be an objective on its own. And here we have our youth squad. Some half-decent players in there. Not sure if I want to sign any one of them. I'll keep them in there just for now. And I think I'm going to wrap up the episode right here. I forgot to do a squad report, didn't I? I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. The stats have been reset, so the only thing I can show you is the growth of the players. But I do remember how the players performed. Sirigu had a good season. Nothing more. He did alright. He did let in a few goals near the end, but I can't really blame him too much for that. And Desilio, solid as you like, as ever. Nkulu, the captain, the leader, still a brilliant player. I mean, 88 rated as well. Laporte is still trying to learn from Nkulu, I think. He did well, he was solid, but he wasn't as present as Nkulu in defence. We got Nicola Muru, whose physical stats have become absolutely ridiculous now. 95 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 81 strength. Solid player, but I still prefer Ricardo Rodriguez over him. Pogba finally grew a rating in the season. We haven't seen that before, which is disappointing to say the least. He'll have to step his game up, otherwise Tielemans is going to overtake him in no time. Andre Ayew didn't have the best season compared to the season before, where he, for me, was the best player of the team. But he still did alright, and he's still going to be a valuable asset to the team. Antoine Griezmann, of course, what a player, fantastic, absolutely insane. David Gigla is growing as well. He did have a bad first half of the season, but he did step it up towards the end. Niang, as we all know, best player of last season. There's no one coming close, it's as simple as that. Stefan El Shaarawy, unfortunately, has left us in real life, which means I don't really... I want to play with him still in this career mode, but knowing that he's not there in real life the next season is just heartbreaking for me completely. Simonis Cafe, more than a worthy backup goalkeeper. Yuri Tielemans is going to overtake Pogba this season. There's no doubt about it. He keeps growing, Pogba doesn't. Ricardo Rodriguez, the free kick god. does alright. He's not growing as much, but on the ball, he's just fantastic. Alexandre Lacazette has gone up to 91 rating. I can't sit him on the bench. I just can't. He has to play. He has to start every game, period. It has to happen. Ali Bamba disappointed us a little bit. He didn't grab the spotlights as much as he could have. Well, you can't really do that as a defender, but he should have been played more often, and he didn't really impress us that much, although his stats still show that he's a fantastic player. Johan Amanberson, Zlatan Ibrahimovic regen hasn't grown, and I think that's why I'm probably going to loan him out. Felipe Coutinho going down. That's shocking. If you're going down, son, and you're not even a first-team player, I'm going to sell you. Javier Hateboer is going up. That's good to see. Fantastic player. Really enjoyed using him. And other than that, it's a few youth players here and there that I'm not too interested in at the moment. I think I'm going to cut it here, guys. This episode is going to be long enough. I hope you enjoyed the season. If you did, please leave a like. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.